Hi readers, how you doing? It's Mr. Ahrens here at your Distance Learning Academy for Foundations of Literacy. We're going to get right into it today. This is session number 27. And today you guys are going to be reading a story called The Amigo Brothers. And if you have not first listened to half of it, I think it's to paragraph 51 on StudySync, pause the video right here and please go and listen to it. And when you're done with that, you can come back here and we will pick up with this objective that I have today. The objective is that we're going to make a statement about a symbol that repeats in the text by asking, what does the author seem to be saying about this issue? If you remember what we talked about yesterday, we were thinking about things that repeat and then wondering, what do we think about it? Today, we're going to be thinking, what is the author trying to say about something that repeats in a text? So the way that we're going to do this is we are going to notice what repeats. That's the same as yesterday. We want to be on the lookout for things that repeat in the stories. So we're going to ask ourselves, what repeats? Then we're going to ask, what does the author say about it? And finally, we're going to think, okay, what is our response to what the author is saying? Right? I am going to be using this graphic organizer to help me show you how this works in my brain today. And then you could do something similar with a sticky note in your book when you're reading. Right? So the first thing I'm going to ask is what repeats? And I'm thinking about the story that we are listening to called The Amigo Brothers. And the first thing that comes to mind is friendship. At the beginning of the story, the two friends were talking about how they were such good friends that they were almost brothers. But then later on, when they found out that they were going to have to box each other, to fight each other, they said that their friendship didn't matter, that it wasn't going to be personal, that they were still going to fight as hard as they could. But still later on in the story, they were saying, both of the guys were kind of worried about having to box their friend because their friendship was really, really important to them. So this idea of friendship kept coming up over and over and over again. So I wrote that down as what repeats. Then I asked myself, what does the author seem to be saying about that? I said the author seems to be saying that friendship is more important than anything. That's kind of the message that I got from the author. And the last thing that I want you to do is ask yourself, what is your response to that? So here's what I said. I said, I agree. Nothing should come between true friends. And what I've ended up with here is what could be a theme statement for this story. Now, I know that we have not finished reading the whole thing, and you'll get to that tomorrow. But if we're making a statement about the theme right now, then we can continually check up on our ideas as we continue to read. And at the end of this, we can kind of revise this theme statement. But it's good for our brains to start thinking about it so we can get a meaning out of the text. So thinking about the theme and about what repeats in the story is what I would like to see you do in your independent reading today. Please read for 25 minutes. Notice and note those things that repeat in the story. Then try to apply today's strategy. Think, what does the author say about what is repeating? And then what is my response to what I'm reading? Finally, do that ticket to leave on Google Classroom and turn it in so that I can see you did some work today, and I can also keep up on your progress. That's all for us today, guys. I look forward to seeing what you're reading about, and I've enjoyed Zooming with some of you guys. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.